With so much scattered information out there, I went straight to forums and repair shops to bring you only the most commonly reported issues with the Nissan Almera. Let's get into it. One of the most frequently mentioned problems by Almera owners is a metallic noise coming from the front suspension, especially when going over bumps or turning the steering wheel during slow maneuvers. Several users on Nissan forums and Reddit say it sounds like something's loose. One owner wrote, "I thought the wheel was about to fall off, but it was that constant clack every time I turned." The most common cause is premature wear of the sway bar bushings or suspension links, which don't always hold up well under city driving conditions. Some shops also point to poor factory lubrication in components like the strut mounts. Nissan hasn't released any official bulletins on this, but many mechanics recommend checking and replacing the bushings every 25,000 miles if that noise shows up. It's expected mechanical wear, just annoying. Another frequently reported issue is the slow throttle response, especially in automatic versions. Several owners describe how they press the pedal and the engine thinks for a couple of seconds before reacting. On Copilot search, one user said, "I step on it and nothing, then suddenly it wakes up." This is often linked to the CVT transmission, which isn't always well calibrated to deliver power instantly. In some cases, a simple ECU reflash has improved throttle response. Mechanics have also pointed out that the accelerator pedal sensors can get dirty and cause that lag. Nissan has issued software updates for some models, so visiting the dealership might fix it without needing to replace anything. Another very common complaint is the air conditioning not cooling properly, especially in hot climates or after 2 to 3 years of use. Some users report that the air comes out cool, but not cold, even with the fan on high. This is usually due to slow refrigerant leaks or a compressor that loses efficiency over time. In certain models, a faulty expansion valve has been found, which doesn't regulate internal pressure properly and affects the cooling. Specialist shops have reported that simply checking system pressures and recharging the refrigerant to spec usually solves the problem. There's no official Nissan recall on this, but there have been bulletins in some countries recommending compressor checks due to premature fatigue. A less critical but widely reported issue is uneven front tire wear, which often causes steering wheel vibration at certain speeds. Many drivers notice this around 12,000 to 18,000 miles. One mechanic commented, "The front suspension is a bit soft, and if you don't get it aligned in time, it'll chew up one side of your tires." This usually results from a mix of unstable alignment and bushings that wear out faster than expected. The general advice is to align and balance every 6,000 miles and inspect the ball joints regularly. Some shops also recommend slightly stiffening the front suspension or switching to better quality tires if the car is used in cities with lots of potholes or speed bumps. Lastly, a commonly discussed issue is the power door lock system failing. Sometimes one or more doors stop locking with the remote, even though they still work manually. On user forums, several people said things like, "Suddenly, the rear door stopped locking with the fob." This is usually caused by a faulty internal actuator, which can fail due to moisture, dirt, or just wear and tear. Some techs suggest removing the door panel and cleaning the actuator's connector before replacing it, as it could just be a dirty contact. Nissan hasn't acknowledged this as a design flaw, but it's a recurring issue in many units based on reports from independent repair shops.